What's up, my YouTube family? Sergeant Graybeard back with another Division 2 video. Today is Friday, July 16th, and as always, I hope this message finds you healthy and safe. Today, my friends, I'll be showing you one of my favorite run-and-gun builds in the game. It's based around the Apartment SMG. Now, this is a Dark Zone exclusive item, however, you can also obtain it from opening named caches, and sometimes the DZ vendors actually have it for sale. Now, if you happen to be new here, first of all, welcome. Secondly, feel free to hit that subscribe button. We would love for you to be a part of our gaming family. And if you enjoyed this or found it helpful at all, take a quick second and hit that like button. It really does help us out. Finally, as most of you know, we have giveaways here, and our current one is for a $100 gift card to either Xbox, PlayStation, or Steam, depending on which platform you're on. And all you need to do to enter is either subscribe here or follow us on Twitter. Either way is fine. The winner will be announced on August 1st of this year, and as I've mentioned in every previous video, my friends, please keep in mind that watching our content is not a requirement to win. Only watch the things here you may enjoy. That's why you have the option of entering via Twitter. Having said that, let's get into today's video. One thing I'd like to mention at the beginning of every build video I put together is I want to remind you that this is just a template. This is how I like to run with this thing. You may want to do it a little bit differently, and in my opinion, the most important thing when designing a build is really catering it towards your game style. As always, my friends, I'm starting off with a little bit of game footage, then we're going to cut to the build itself, and then at the end of the video, I'll do a little more footage and also pass along a few tips that I like to share with new and returning players. Starting off with a specialization, I'm using Gunner because I'm a real fan of getting that extra 10% armor on kill. However, Firewall is also a really good specialization to use. Now, regardless of which one you choose, always remember to make sure you have the proper weapons activated in your skill tree. That way you get that 15% weapon damage bonus to each of your weapons. Moving on to the primary weapon, as I mentioned before, it's the Apartment SMG. This thing is an absolute beast because of its talent perfectly measured. As you can see here, the top half of the magazine has 20% rate of fire and minus 27% weapon damage. The bottom half of the magazine has minus 20% rate of fire and 33% total weapon damage. And while I know it may be a grind and a pain to pick up because it is a Dark Zone exclusive item, this thing absolutely melts NPCs and is so much fun to use. Now for my secondary weapon, I'm using the Scorpio. It's pretty much my favorite gun in the game, and again, this thing just melts NPCs. Now moving on to the build itself, we're running 4 Hunter's Fury, 1 Sokolov, and the Memento backpack. Now when it comes to the Hunter's Fury gear set, in my opinion, it is still one of the most effective ones in the game, especially for a run and gun build. Now I happen to like having 4 pieces equipped so I can get all of the gear set bonuses because in my opinion they are incredibly effective for a build like this. You can see here the 2-piece gives you 15% shotgun and SMG damage. The 3-piece gives you 20% armor on kill and 100% health on kill, and the 4-piece is Apex Predator. The thing absolutely shreds NPCs, so again, this is definitely one of my favorites in the game. Moving on to the body armor, it's the 1 piece of Sokolov I have in this build, so I get that 10% SMG damage bonus. Now, I happen to be running Intimidate as the talent because it directly coincides with my bag. However, another great talent you can run with is Obliterate. The thing absolutely shreds. Again, it is all dependent on your gameplay, so either of those will really be effective. Moving on to the holster, the knee pads, and the gloves, they are the 3 remaining pieces of the Hunter's Fury gear set. And pretty much all of these pieces I'm stacking crit hit chance and crit hit damage. Now, one thing I want to point out, you can see here I've re-rolled this core attribute as armor instead of weapon damage. And this is really what I'm referring to when I say make a build your own. So for instance here, I wanted a little more survivability with this build, so I swapped out the weapon damage for armor. However, I know people that want to run this thing all red or other people that want more armor. Again, my friends, it's all up to you and your gameplay. Finishing up with the backpack, this is again one of those areas where you can choose from so many different things in this game. I love running with the Memento because you get so many different bonuses. However, you do have tons of different options. Once again, my friends, is entirely up to you and how you like to play the game. So, I mean, you can use Adrenaline Rush, Perfect Adrenaline Rush, Bloodsucker, you can have an all-red build, you can have, extra armor, whatever it may be. Again, try these things out and really take the time and see what works best for you. As far as the skills go, I'm using the Crusader shield just in case, and I'm also using the assault drone because that is a great distraction for NPCs and it puts out damage as well. Now when it comes to my actual stats, you can see I'm sitting at 58.2 crit hit chance, 109.7 crit hit damage. However, one thing I like about this build is the armor on kill I'm getting when I kill an NPC. And as I start to wrap this video up, my friends, I'd like to pass along a few tips to new and returning players. One thing I strongly recommend is anytime you try a new build, go to a mission or control point that you're really comfortable with. And the main reason I say that is due to the fact, when you go to a mission that you're comfortable with, you know how the NPCs spawn. That way you can see how the build reacts to your gameplay, so you can make any tweaks that can help improve it in any way that helps. Most of you know by now that one of my favorite aspects about making build videos is how we communicate here at the channel. So as always, my friends, if you have any tips or tricks you want to pass along, please let me know in the comment section down below. On that note, I'm going to let the rest of the video play out. However, like I mentioned at the beginning of this thing, if you happen to be new here, feel free to hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed this, feel free to hit that like button as well. But most importantly, take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks again, everyone.
True Sons seem to be in control of the holding area. The hyenas are knocking out security cameras. Pretty smart of them.
Let's do this! Locking the enemy down. Firing a tango!
Reinforcements incoming.
Just lost the camera feed from the holding area. There was a bright flash and then static. Picked up on camera again. The holding area is just ahead. Once you find that laptop, grab it and get the hell out of there.
Looks like you got True Sun's reinforcements headed your way.
North or south side?
Both. Heavier concentration to the south.
With all those gates sealed, the north exit should be closer.
Agent in need of backup.
Trying to break through!
What the hell is going on here?
This one's mine!
No one mine. It's mine. Take it.
Gone anywhere.
No more contacts. All clear.
You just recovered intel that's going to be a whole lot of help to Odessa in the short term, but to all of us in the long run. You also effectively put this hellhole out of commission.